John has killed me.
Imagine selling your own jewelry to send the love of your life abroad. Yes, I sacrificed everything for him because I was an understanding girlfriend. Did it later pay me? I will tell you soon. But before I do, please like and subscribe. Also drop in the comment box where you are watching from. Have you done that? Now let us get into the story. In the bustling campus of the University of Lagos, two fresh faces crossed paths. John, tall and earnest with eyes full of dreams, came from a small village in Imo State. His clothes were simple, his budget tight. Adaora, cheerful and kind-hearted, was from a comfortable Lagos family. They met in a crowded 100-level lecture hall for introduction to economics, becoming study partners, then friends. Their friendship was a safe harbor. John spoke of his family struggles, his mother selling vegetables at the market. Adaora spoke of her parents' expectations. She admired his determination. He made her laugh. By their second year, friendship had quietly bloomed into love. It was pure, hopeful, and built on shared textbooks and cheap campus meals of Indomie noodles. When John's father fell ill, his family could no longer afford his fees. He was prepared to drop out. Adaora, her heart aching for him, made a decision. She used her own allowance, took on extra tutoring jobs, and even sold some of her jewelry. She told her parents the money was for a special project. Her friends, Nkechi and Tope, warned her, "Ada, be careful. You are giving him your all. What if he changes?" they would say. Adaora would shake her head. "John is different. He has a good heart. He will not disappoint me." With her support, John stayed. He was overwhelmed with gratitude. "Ada, when I make it, I will spend my life making you happy. I will pay back every kobo with love," he promised, holding her hands. She believed him. She met his parents in their modest home in Surulere. His mother, Mama Vero, hugged her tightly. "You are a blessing from God," she said. In their final year, a miracle happened. John was selected for a highly competitive postgraduate scholarship in the United Kingdom. It was his golden ticket. Adaora was thrilled for him, though her heart squeezed at the thought of the distance. She helped him prepare, packing his bag with warmth and hope. At the airport, he kissed her forehead. "This is for us, for our future. I will call you every day," he vowed. For the first few months, he did. The calls were filled with excitement about his new world. But slowly, the frequency changed. From daily to every other day to once a week. His messages grew shorter. "Sorry, love. I am swamped with work. The time difference is difficult. I am very busy with research." Adaora felt a chill. She sent him money for his birthday, worried he might be struggling. He thanked her briefly. Her friend's warning echoed in her mind, but she silenced them. "He is just busy," she told herself. "He is under pressure." When a full month passed with only a single vague text message, Adaora's worry turned to fear. She remembered the warmth of his mother's embrace. She took a bus to Surulere. Mama Vero welcomed her with tea. "My daughter, don't worry yourself," she soothed. patting Adaora's hand. "That boy is just busy. He is putting himself together so he can come back and marry you properly. Men need to focus. He will call you soon." But he did not. Meanwhile, in London, John was changing. The new environment, the opportunities, made his past life feel small. He met Amara, a fellow Nigerian student from a wealthy Lagos family who moved in the circles he aspired to. He felt Adaora's sacrifice as a heavy weight on his shoulders, a reminder of a poverty he wanted to forget. Amara represented a fresh start, a partner on his new level. He began to take her to fancy restaurants, buying her expensive gifts with the stipend he once counted carefully. He blocked Adaora from seeing his social media updates. But the internet is a village. One afternoon, Nkechi sent Adaora a screenshot. It was John's Instagram, which he had forgotten to lock from an old tag. There he was, in a sharp suit, his arm around a smiling Amara in front of the London Eye. The caption read, "With my beautiful fiancé, celebrating our future." The world stopped. Adaora stared at the phone in her hand. The hair left her lungs. A sharp physical pain shot through her chest. The room became blurred as hot, silent tears poured down her face. This was not a rumor. It was a picture. Fiancé? The word burned her eyes. She called his number. It rang out. She sent messages on WhatsApp. They showed two blue ticks. He had seen them, and he chose not to reply. The betrayal was complete. The man whose education she sponsored, whose family she comforted, had replaced her and was parading his new life for the world to see. Adaora fell into deep sadness. She stopped going out. Her studies suffered. It was her family and her steadfast friends who slowly pulled her back. Nkechi, though she had warned her, never said, "I told you so." Instead, she said, "He lost a diamond. Ada, that is his loss." Time, as it does, began to heal the raw edges of her pain. She graduated, threw herself into a job at a finance firm, and started to rebuild her confidence. She began to notice Emeka, a quiet, kind-hearted architect who had been a friend for years. He had always been there, offering gentle support without pressure. He loved her sincerely and patiently. He made her feel safe, not like a project or a stepping stone. They started going out and became a couple. 2 years after John's betrayal, Emeka asked her to marry him at a simple, beautiful dinner. She said yes, with a full and peaceful heart. John's story abroad did not have a fairy tale ending. Amara, it turned out, was more interested in his potential than his person. She ran up huge debts on his cards and was unfaithful. The engagement ended in a bitter, expensive mess. Humbled and disillusioned, he finished his program and returned to Lagos, his tail between his legs. His mother, finally seeing the truth, told him what Adaora had endured. Guilt, sharp and heavy, consumed him. He heard through the old campus group that Adaora was now successful, radiant and engaged. He phoned her one evening at a mutual friend's wedding. She looked stunning, laughing with Emeka, whose hand rested protectively on the small of her back. The sight was a physical blow to John. He gathered his courage and approached her when she was momentarily alone. Ada, he said, his voice thick. She turned. The warmth in her eyes faded into a calm, distant politeness. John, hello, you're back. Ada, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I was a fool. I was confused. I'm so sorry for the pain I caused you. The words stumbled out. Adaora listened quietly. She felt no anger, only a distant pity. Thank you for saying that, John, she replied. But your apology is for you, not for me. I forgave you a long time ago so I could move on with my life. And I have done that. She glanced over at Emeka, who was watching with a protective look. A soft, genuine smile touched her lips. I hope you find your peace. Goodbye, John. She walked back to Emeka, who took her hand and kissed it. John stood alone, watching the woman who had believed in him with her whole heart walk away into a future he had foolishly thrown away. He had traded a love that built him up for a dream that left him empty. And in the quiet of the vibrant party, he finally understood the true price of his dream, paid for with the trust of the best person he had ever known.